So we're going to just start bringing up our followers now. This is the first time we're doing it together live.
Yeah.
Right? It's awesome.
It'll be good.
It'll be good. I think it'll be good. We're going to get a lot of people to start joining in.
Okay, we're good.
We're here with Revealing Real Estate. We are on episode number 8. All right.
8's a lucky number.
And this is the first one we're actually doing it together live. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do more of a feel in Nobleton where the interaction is going to be face-to-face, more like talking real estate over coffee. But we're gonna try this out and have fun with it. I think Vince, you had a wonderful day today. You had a big tournament.
Well, it started at a Breakfast of Champions today.
Yes.
And my morning started really early up in Vaughan. The traffic up here is ridiculous. Like, I don't know how you guys deal with it, but so Nick is going up on the stage every 3-4 minutes. Like, it was like a revolving door. How many awards did you win today?
There was quite a few. We had our team that was involved in quite a few of the awards. A lot of our team members were involved, but yeah, we did. It was a really good year for us.
So on a national scale, you knocked it out of the park. You were top.
We were top 27 in all of Canada.
All of Canada.
For medium-sized teams. That's all of Canada. Yeah.
Then in Vaughan, you're number one team.
In Vaughan, we were number one team for medium-sized teams. For ReMax Premier, we became the number one team for ReMax Premier.
You hit a couple levels.
Yeah, we hit the Diamond Award level, which is, if you don't know the Diamond Award level for ReMax, search it up. And then we also won as a team award collectively. We won what's called the New Pinnacle Award. It's an award that was never given out before by ReMax. Now they've started to enter and put a new award category, and it was called the Pinnacle Award, and I was the only one to win that award, and our team collectively, it was a group effort to win what's called the Pinnacle Award.
So now you gotta do renovations to find another wall to put up all these awards.
Yes.
He must have been up and down. I don't know how many times. At least 7, 8 times.
It was 7, 8 times, but it was fun. It was, it's just there to give. The reason why I like to go to these awards because there's a lot of my realtors as well that did a great and had a phenomenal year. Suzanne Food, I hope you're watching the show. She had a wonderful year. She's been with me now for about 3 years. She was a Platinum Award winner. Joseph was another Platinum Award winner. We had Rocco, who hit 100% club. Giacomo, who hit 100% club. Alana, I think she was executive with Amadi, right? So it makes me feel really proud to show all their accrements and hard work really pays off. And I just want to say I had a little small contribution to helping them out with their success in real estate. So
and you're pushing
it was
them.
fun.
You push them, you train them, you do a lot of coaching.
Yeah.
And you brought in a couple new people on the team in the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I think we're growing to. I think we're about 18 people now on the team, which has been fun. It's encouraging. My biggest satisfaction now is watching people start out, from different careers in their life and different jobs, and then wanting to join on real estate, and then succeeding and fulfilling their dreams and passions in regards to real estate, and that's always fun. Because there's a lot of, I prefer the ones that, realtors that actually go and experience it for themselves for a year to 2 years, because they actually go through the process of understanding how difficult it is and how hard it is to go and actually find somebody who wants to buy or sell a house.
Well, in dealing with a few of your agents just on a periphery level, the commitment's been unbelievable. Like, they're really eager to help, eager to educate. They want to engage with their clients and give them the tools to succeed. And I think that starts at the top.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So hats off to you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was a wonderful morning. And,
it was fun. It was fun.
The morning things are good. I like the morning things.
Yeah.
You get them out of the way. You're done.
Yeah. And then you get to work with the rest of the day, right?
Then you go
pretty
home
fulfilled
and
after
drink
that.
a little bit. Drink a little bit of vodka.
Tonight I'm gonna celebrate some champagne with my wife. She deserves wholeheartedly because I tell you I wouldn't be able to do it without her. But other than that, Vince, I think we had the election that was yesterday.
Oh.
Pretty interesting, or what? What a waste of time.
We're back to square one. Nothing happened. So, what happened? The bond market didn't do anything. Actually, the bond yields dropped about 2 basis points. So, there's no financial aspect to this election result that's going to impact interest rates anytime soon. I think it bodes well for homeowners because I don't think rates are going anywhere. I think people are going to still be able to take advantage of low rates. I was worried about the bond market. I thought it would rally a little bit, which would impact fixed rate mortgages, but nothing happened today. I guess it was almost expected that this was going to happen, and it was just shuffling some seats. Really didn't accomplish anything, but I guess that's the democratic process. I know there were some long lineups at some of the voting stations. I don't know if everybody really voted. I think some people got the results early and said, forget it, I'm not going to vote. So I don't know how that worked out. I know that there was some issues with Elections Canada not
with
giving
the mail-in
out
ballots and stuff like that.
So we'll see what happens. But all in all, it bodes well for homeowners. I'm hoping now people could start listing their homes that want to get rid of their real estate. They could still take advantage of some good markets. The demand is still there.
Opportunities are there.
We have a number of people still wanting to buy, so the pre-approval levels are high. People want to take advantage of these low rates, but we need real estate. We need listings, and there's not enough of them. Are you seeing?
Yeah, I found that there was a rise this for the past couple of weeks now. Was since last week of the episode 2 as well. We ended up, we got a few product. We got up on the market as well. We got a condo. Hey, Big Tony, how are you, man? Thanks for the nice message today. Yes, it was and it was very well appreciated. So thank you so much.
He's always on. He's a
good guy,
loyal follower and a viewer. I always enjoy when he pops on. He has some good questions when we're looking for some content. He always provides some really in-depth questions. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Yeah, and it's okay. We joined the Revealing Real Estate 8 a little bit late at 4:30, so you're just in time. We just started. But again, I find that number one, this election too was a complete waste of time. Should never have happened. Should never have been called. Right? I don't want to get too much into the politics of it. I do feel though that because the election is over now, there will be more confidence in the market, where people won't be afraid to get their properties listed on the market and see what their house will achieve in value. Calls have been coming in. We just listed another house in Valor Village, if anybody's around the area, on Via Borghese. It's about almost, I would say, 2,500 square feet with a finished basement, backing onto ravine. We're holding back offers on that price at around $1,588,000.
That's just up the road here.
That's just up the road over here. Yeah. We listed a condo this week. We did a couple of leases. We got some new inventory that's going to be hitting the market. We got Joseph did a couple of deals. We got a listing which is a nice semi-detached. We ever see a semi-detached with a 2-car garage in the front?
That's odd.
Really odd.
Unique.
Yeah, unique. Up in Nobleton. So we got a nice real semi coming up in Nobleton.
Is it a corner?
It's a corner.
Yeah.
With a side door separate entrance. So if you're in the market looking for a good investment property, where probably price point would be around $1,400,000, $1,500,000.
So let's talk a little bit about the election.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's go. You like it.
So the Liberals get their minority government. They have to form government with either the Bloc or the NDP. So the Liberals had a really interesting housing plan. They want to bring in that Bill of Rights for buyers. I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's going to be interesting. They want to house 1.4 million Canadians. NDP, they want to bring in affordable housing of 500,000 over the next 10 years. They want to do half of them in the next 5 years. How are they going to do it? Can they do it?
I don't think they can.
I don't think so either.
I think it's all big fluff.
Fluff.
All propaganda.
So now,
I don't think it's happening.
How do we hold these politicians to the fire? So we have Sorbera up here. He's the MP up here. How do we get him on the show and talk to him about how he's going to do this? How quickly are they going to do it? Maybe we got to hold their feet to the fire.
I met Frank once.
He's a nice guy.
He's a super nice guy. A really nice guy.
I think maybe there's an opportunity now that we got some closure on the election results to see how this all plays out, because everybody's expecting housing to get fixed.
Yeah.
It's not.
I don't see it.
So
yeah, we got problems
now
here.
We're all waiting, right? All these
promises,
and boy, is there a bag full of candy out there for everybody to enjoy, and we'll see what happens. But I don't think it's going to happen. Does anybody have any questions regarding that? Because it'd be really interesting to know what your feedback is.
Yeah. So. Well, we got some damage control. We lost everybody. Vince, we're having way too much fun over here.
We are authentic, low tech over here. So thanks for your patience. These things happen, but it's all good.
Hey Tony, if your cousin works for him, I like to reach out to him, see if he wants to get onto the show. I'm sure that we want to have some fun with him, and feel free to ask him a few questions of what he thinks about the real estate market and where he thinks it's going. Maybe what he thinks about the future of Canada and what's going to actually take place in Vaughan and the expected growth for Vaughan, and we'll just kind of share some insight with how we feel.
Well, I sat back yesterday. I was watching the results come in. Nothing was surprising. I think the popular vote is heavily in favor of the Conservatives.
Yep.
The seat efficiency works in the favor of the Liberals. I don't know if our election system's all that great, but it is what it is. We're dealing with it. So here we are, and I sat there and thought, boy, real estate's still going to go up.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of scratched my head and was enjoying a nice drink and saying, we're going to be busy.
Yeah.
We're going to still be busy.
Yeah.
And people are still going to want to get in homes. People are going to, the immigration's not going to stop, right? So we now have to, in order to hit our 400,000 number in 2021, we have to average 43,500 immigrants, permanent residents, the rest of the way to the end of the year.
Can you repeat that? Because that number
43,500 permanent residents have to come to Canada each month to hit the 400,000 number. And Mendocino, Minister of Immigration, said they're going to hit the 400,000 number. So as of the end of July, they were at 184,000 new immigrants year to date. July was a record for Canada at 39,500, and we're going to break even more records because we have to average 43,500 each month to hit 400,000.
Yeah.
So, as I said before, I said on the Old Owl Show, clear out your basements, call the city, see how you could get basement apartments approved, because I don't know where these people are going to live. We got 4 seasons in GTA. It's going to get cold in the winter, so they're not going to be in the park.
Yeah.
They got to be somewhere. So let's get Sorbera on here. It'd be nice to just get a perspective from a political MP. He's the new sitting MP. I'd be really interested to get their feedback now that the election's over. They don't have to sell anything. Just tell us what's going to happen. That'd be fair.
Yeah, that'd be fair. I think he wouldn't mind it now.
Why not?
Okay, we'll see. We'll try. We're going to try to reach out. Big Tony, any help you can provide us with would be great. If not, I met him before. He may remember me. I'm sure that we can connect at some point in time.
And we're good guys.
Yeah. We're not going to be...
We'll ask fair questions.
We're nice.
We just want the truth.
Yeah.
We want to inform our group of followers and viewers and try to give them the insight that they're looking for.
What I'm finding too as well regarding the real estate market and throughout my 18 years in business, I've never seen the amount of luxury homes actually getting sold the way I'm seeing today. When I'm looking at the luxury stuff, and I'm talking luxury, we're in $4 million, $5 million, $6 million. These products used to sit on the market for a long time. But they're moving now. They're good. Now, it would be the first market to go down. I'll tell you that much. If the market did turn and there was a correction within the market itself, the luxury market would be probably one of the first to turn.
You bring up a good point, because it is the last bastion of tax-free shelter.
Yeah.
Right? So, the Liberals indicated that there could be a capital gains tax coming in on owner-occupied homes. Really interested to see how that plays out. But is this a way where people could build their wealth in a tax-free way in these luxury homes?
And a lot of people have built their wealth using their primary residence, because you got to figure if when you own that property and you got to sell it, well, it's tax-free. Where are you going to get that kind of money working on a job? You made $1 million. Put that on a payroll. You're talking about $1.5 million salary, right? So a lot of people have built their wealth by starting small, upgrading, buying another house, right? You start at $1 million, go to $1.5 million, go to $2 million, go to $2.5 million, go to $3 million. And a lot of people have built their wealth tax-free money, right? Till they get to the point where the house is big enough, kids are moved out, now they want to downsize, and they got a good retirement and pocketing some cash, which will be pretty good for them, right? So a lot of people built their wealth that way.
I had a nice chat today at the breakfast with one of your colleagues at Premier, Cecilia
De Freitas.
I believe that's who it was. I just got her first name. Yeah. She sells the high-end stuff.
She does a lot of luxury. Great person.
And one of the things she indicated was she found that the people selling were people that were self-employed and ran into some problems with COVID. And they finally came to the point of selling, which is interesting to see why people are selling. And there's a lot of buyers. She said there's a lot of people coming through. Like she said, she listed one, I forget the amount, it was multiple $1 million property, 20 viewings.
Yeah.
So to your point, people want the high end stuff.
Yeah.
It's interesting, and it's.
But I think even, it's like you said too, how many times you mentioned regarding the stress test and who it actually really benefits the most, right? And I think it does benefit the wealthy when it comes to getting approved on their financing, because they're not dealing with those issues. They don't need to qualify at a 5% rate realistically, right? Because they have enough capital put into the product to get it closed, right?
So now, with the stress test, they're looking to make some changes. The election's over. Here's some promises. They want to change the cap on high ratio mortgages to 1.25 million from $1 million. That helps out some people. They want to adjust the stress test a little bit. Maybe bring in the 30-year amortization on the high ratio stuff. We'll see. I think that was an NDP issue. So if they're going to need the NDP to form government, the NDP might push on that issue, and we might see a 30-year amortization come in on the high ratio stuff, which might make some room for some people to qualify. Posted rate, there's room for that to come down. If we're going to see long-term rates being low, maybe that gives some room. How much of a difference is that 1 million price point to $1,250,000? Is there a lot of room there as far as product accessibility? Do you kind of move into the semis?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a much large pool of buyers at that price point, for sure.
More competition, obviously.
A lot more competition. There's not much out there on the market for them because a lot of people want them. For instance, if you go to there was a site that was built by a builder, Del Park Homes, and we were up in North Oshawa area, and we were selling townhouses there, beautiful towns. If there's one on the market right now, they actually have an offer date today. But we were selling for $550,000. This was in 2017.
Okay.
And what was great about this product was that there was a separate entrance that you can actually get accessibility to get a second unit dwelling. And smart planning. There were very modern towns. The street is on Kicking Horse. There's one, if you guys are on House Stigma or something, it's on Kicking Horse right now. It's priced at $749,000. It'll probably hit about $800,000. But what's great about it is that if you go in Oshawa, the rental rates are to a house or a townhouse like that, you're getting $2,900 a month.
North Oshawa would be near the 407.
Be near the 407. Yeah.
So
accessibility to the 404.
Yeah.
Right beside the 404 too. The infrastructure pretty growing. A lot of people thought when the Detroit, the car plant, there was a car plant there. GM. Sorry, I apologize. GM was there and they shut down. That Oshawa was going to really take a turnaround, and then they reopened because they were really known for car labor, and it was and they really turned it around, and Oshawa has really blown up. And I think. To answer one of Tony's questions, because Tony had a question and he goes, what's easier to rent and has the best cash flow, a high-end house or a more mainstream? It's probably easier to rent out a more mainstream property like a townhouse, Tony, because these higher-end homes, you're going to be renting them out, for $7,000, $8,000, sometimes $12,000 a month, right? And they're not easy to find those type of tenants. When you do, you cash in, but they're always more short-term. Somebody who's maybe building a house and wants to go in there and only live there for 6 to 8 months. But on the more in the mainstream, you're getting longer term leases, right? Where somebody's going to stay there for a full year, always most likely want to renew for a second year. So there's a lot of build and growth from that, right? So I think I would definitely look at investing into a townhouse even over a semi. I prefer townhouses over, a good buddy of mine just joined, John Staffieri, one of my big golfing buddies. What's up, Johnny? But I think, I would prefer a townhouse over a condo. But you mentioned many times before, you love bungalows.
I love bungalows.
You love bungalows.
I love bungalows because they have great opportunities for basement apartments. They usually have big footprints. That's why I don't build them anymore. They're hard to build for builders because they're expensive. They're the floor plan's always a little bit bigger, so the foundation and the structural beams are more expensive, right? It's just tougher. It's more expensive to build.
Yeah.
But one thing
you're getting wider foundations too, right? The basements are big, right?
Like
so the concrete.
Some basements can house 2 units.
Yes.
They're big enough to do that, right?
One of my first investments was a raised bungalow.
They're very, very valuable, and I think that is something people should zone in on if you have the ability. But one thing I want to go back to on the cap going to 1.25.
Right.
Okay. You know, they think they're trying to offer affordability options to people, but when you make things more affordable, it drives demand.
Mm-hmm.
So we really have an availability problem, not an affordability problem.
100%.
If there's no supply and you bring more people into the market with these savings plans and these lower, higher amortizations to increase the people's ability to buy, you're increasing demand in an environment with no supply. And until you start attacking supply and coming up with solutions to build homes faster, values are going to continue to go up.
Yeah.
And this is where people who have equity in their home has to take advantage of it to get into these investment properties. And if you could, and I hate to say it, right? If you can hoard real estate and rent it out, you're going to win.
Yeah.
Long term,
Yeah.
It's a tortoise and the hare story. It's slow and steady, and you will win.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one theme that we've been trying to talk about and get people to understand that you have debt equity in your home if you're not using it to your advantage.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people got to start thinking about ways to find that property that can yield good returns. I think some of these questions are great. Townhouses do have good value on the rental market.
Yeah. Just because they're also cheaper to buy and you're getting a good rental income for it, right?
And money's cheap, right? You could borrow literally $500,000 today for $7,500 a year. Interest cost.
Yeah.
You could borrow $1 million for $15,000 a year.
What did that work out to a month on that? So $15,000 a year, so you're almost
$1,250 a month in interest cost.
Right? So so let's just use an example, a case study of this townhouse that you can buy today for for $800,000. Let's just say it's at $750,000. They're holding back offers. It's tonight.
So it's $800,000.
$800,000.
You got to put 20% down.
Most people want to put 20% down to avoid the CMHC fees, and right, I think those fees are what now? So you can tack it onto the mortgage, but
you can tack it on. It's 4% at 5% down.
Yeah.
But the Liberals said they want to reduce it by 25%, so that 4% gets reduced to 3%.
Right.
Okay. Right. So let's see if they do what they say they're going to do. They want to reduce it, right?
Yeah, and that'll help more first-time buyers get into the market.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So on $600,000, 4% is $24,000. You save $6,000.
Yeah.
That's
so
not
maybe
bad.
it's worth it now for you to go down and not put 20% down. You can go in with 15% down. Or
so on $800,000, you could buy with 20% down. It's $160,000. You borrow $640,000. Your interest cost isn't going to be a whole lot.
Yeah.
You're going to do fairly well. And
Yep.
your rent, what can you get on an $800,000 townhouse?
$2,900 a month, right? So there's a
$34,000 a year.
$100 condo fee for just they do the garbage and snow removal, and that's it. That's your maintenance fee there, and you got your property taxes, which you're looking around $450 a month.
So $4,800, $5,000.
Yeah.
$1,200, $6,200 in your taxes and condo fees or association fees, and then your interest cost. You'll make money.
You'll make money. Yeah, yeah. So
Plus appreciation.
Plus appreciation,
At
which is the most important
at
part.
3%.
Of it. Yes. And the key factor on that is so you start with your one. We preach this all the time, right? Let the market. We know that the market's going to go up in value. How do we continue leveraging that? How do we take out that initial one investment that you put into that house, and then take it out and go and let's start building you up another one, right? In 10 years, you buy one a year. That's some good real estate portfolio that you're growing, right? That's some good wealth that you're going to be building. And we know based on trends that we reported in our episodes that if the market continues to do these jumps, let's just say even have an average of 10% per year on $1 million. Like, where's that? What's the value of that real estate going to be worth in 20 years from now? I guarantee you it's going to be 100% more.
What would be a good, people know how hard it is to save money.
It is.
It's very hard to save money.
Yeah.
So, you buy a property for $800,000, goes up by 3%. But just by simple appreciation, it's up $24,000. How hard is it to save $24,000 today?
It's not easy. So for most people, it's not easy. It could be, right? You got to put that in mind, but you got to be disciplined at it, right? You got to be dedicated to do that.
This is where I think the opportunity presents itself for people to understand the power of value appreciation on real estate.
Yeah.
Is, that 3%, and I think 3% is fair. I think it's fair. It's not ridiculous. It's been 5 to 8, right?
Yeah.
But 3%, the next year it's another 3%.
Yeah.
But it's 3% on 824.
Right.
So it's compounding.
It's compounding.
So, in 2 years you could save almost 50 grand. Build 50 grand in net worth.
Yes.
Now, you don't have it liquid, but you have it accessible if you need to access 80% of it in the form of financing.
Yeah.
So I think the theme here is you got to start thinking about how you want to utilize equity in your home, how to activate it to make it work for you. And you have quite a stable of real estate opportunities that you come across every day.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that
You have
stuff that don't
clients
even
on your lists.
Yeah.
You got clients on email lists that you reach out to that are investors, and they're always looking to jump on stuff.
Yes.
How do they get on your list?
Send me an email. Send me an email. We'll try to get you on the list as best. But before we do get you on the list and we send you some stuff, we need to get some pre-approvals done. It's just that because these houses that we get, a lot of them they're off market, that don't get exposed to the market because the sellers don't want us to expose it. You gotta go firm. You gotta sometimes buy them sight unseen, right? You gotta be ready financially because if you don't, there's the next guy in line ready to strike on that deal.
And Thanksgiving's around the corner.
Thanksgiving's around the corner. Yeah.
You know what happens at Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well.
Unfortunately,
we're hearing more and more of it. We've got a few calls this week because of it. It's discouraging.
For those that are trying to figure out the inside joke, I have a theory, and the theory goes like this. For the last few decades, I've noticed that the number of marital breakups go up after Thanksgiving through to Christmas. It goes up considerably. And I attribute it to people not wanting to see their in-laws again since they just saw them at Thanksgiving, at Christmas time.
I think that's it.
So my theory, and my associate Norbert and I, we kind of sit there and we say, it's got to be Thanksgiving dinner. Like it just didn't go well.
It makes you scratch your head.
And they don't want to see each other again. Let's call it. So there's nothing wrong with it. And it's just a theory. And if somebody who's going through a tough time, we know how to deal with it. We deal with it all the time. We know how the different scenarios play out.
Yeah.
You have sometimes people don't want to dispose of the property. One party wants to buy out the other. We have different solutions available for each case to come up with a scenario that can accommodate them. And for those that want to sell, that's a good opportunity to go off market. Give Nick a call, and no one's got to know your business. No one's got to see the sign on the lawn. And
yeah, we have those strategies in place. I don't recommend them, but if people want to go through that process, we definitely have a big pool of buyers that are interested in purchasing right away, cash approved already, which is always the best type of buyer. But Thanksgiving is one of my favorite holidays. Believe it or not, yeah, we do it. We're going to be doing a. Karina, you think I can announce our little giveaway that we're going to be doing? I think we can start it out. We're going to be doing an apple pie, warm apple pie delivered to your house giveaway coming for Thanksgiving, which is going to be awesome. We have a couple of great events that are going to be taking place for the Nobleton office. We're going to be doing a full pumpkin patch giveaway. We're going to be looking to donate to, a fundraiser and allow people to come there. And if they want to donate for a pumpkin, you can. We'll be at the new Nobleton office location.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
It'll be full of pumpkins there. If you want to donate, you donate. If you want a free pumpkin, you can grab one. It'll be up to you guys, but it'll be at 6029 King Road. We're looking to open up probably by the 15th of October.
Okay.
Which will be a fun office, too. We're excited for that office, and it's going to be great. And we're going to be doing this show live together majority of the time.
I got to come up with something from Owl.
Yeah.
For that event.
Yeah, if you like.
You gotta get me thinking now.
Yeah, we're going to be, and then for all our clients that have pretty much done, we'd like to, we're always, every year we send some warm apple pies to their house, right? So just a little bit of appreciation to giving back to those who have helped us over the years achieve our goals and what we want to do, because we wouldn't be able to get all these awards that we've achieved and everything if it wasn't for them.
So why don't we do this? Every person that does a pre-approval, we'll give them a free apple pie.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So get pre-approved, find out how much you qualify for if you're ready to buy,
Yeah.
and you get a free apple pie. You might get
Done.
two.
You may get two.
You might get two.
Yeah.
Maybe we get apple pie and something else. Maybe pecan pie,
Yeah.
pumpkin
Yeah.
pie.
Yeah. Big Tony, I got your address. Don't worry, you're on there. You're getting an apple pie already, right? For being such a great
There's an
supporter.
idea, Karina?
Big Tony said, when are you guys going golfing together?
Oh, is that what he asked? Big
Yeah.
Tony. Big Tony wants to know when we're going golfing together.
I was
We
golfing
were trying to
today.
plan this to
But I was golfing today.
Yeah.
I was at a wonderful fundraiser today for autism. And it was up at Copper Creek, and it was a lot of fun. We had General Hillier brought out army equipment. Like, he brought out two like vehicles, like with like a sniper
Oh, wow.
nest on top. It was unbelievable. They had guns and everything. It was really cool. But
Good.
yeah, it was a really fun event, and I met Bob Azumi.
Oh, Baba Zumi.
You know the
yeah,
fishing
yeah,
guy?
the fishing guy.
Yeah, so he was on a hole, and,
I love
and we
Bob.
practiced luring. It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. And what was most fun was when we drove in to the event. They had all the kids, all the autistic kids,
Oh, wow, nice.
with signs
Thanking
us for
Oh,
coming.
wow.
So
Yeah,
like down that road at Copper Creek, they had all the signs. It was really touching.
yeah, that's heartfelt.
I
That's nice.
I was really moved, and it was really nice to see. And then they drove around to meet us, and it was just a wonderful event. So, just special kids, and I was happy to take part. But I couldn't stay for the dinner because we had this. So
Well, thanks. I'm glad you put some time
I
aside for
wanted
this. You're
to
having
make
so much
sure
fun.
I did this, and I got to witness Vaughan traffic from Copper Creek.
See, for me, it's not so bad because from my office to go home, it's only a 4-minute drive. I take all the detours and I'm done.
Well, I came down Valora Woods,
Yeah.
and I've never seen more stop signs in the strip from Rutherford.
Yeah.
No, Major Mac to Rutherford.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of stop signs.
Well, Vince, listen, it was fun. It was a pleasure again. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. This is so much fun. I'm really enjoying this,
can't
guys.
believe we've gone through
and
more
the
than half an
messages,
hour.
the messages I'm getting from people that are actually really enjoying the show and are thanking me for the knowledge base and helping them hopefully take them to the right direction of building their real estate wealth and take them to financial freedom, I guess we'll call it. Residual income, making money in your sleep. That's the goal, guys. You want to make money while you're sleeping. And what's better to do it when you got renters paying for your mortgage while, you're building equity within inside that house through inflation.
It's
So
as easy as apple pie.
Free
Free apple pie.
Free apple pie.
Free apple pie.
All
Free
right.
approval gets apple pie. And we're going to put Karina on. She's going to have a task to get Cerbera on our show.
Yes, we're going to work on
task
that.
to get Cerbera. He's the MP in Vaughan, so Karina will get you on top of that project, and hopefully we'll get him by the end of the year.
Yeah, good. So guys, thanks for tuning in. We got to run. I got another listing appointment tonight. So, but if you need anything or you want an evaluation on your house, please give me a call. If you're looking for a pre-approval, nothing better in the business than calling Vince Gaetano from Owl Mortgages. I got it right.
Thank you. All right, that was a lot of fun.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
See ya.